So on my channel I've watched videos before about Norwegian sports, and Norway, for being a country that's relatively small on the world stage, produces so many great sports people, dominates in winter sports, but like we see in football and other sports, there's just a rise in domination in Norwegian athletes. And I watched a video before about why that is, and there's a method and structure in Norwegian sports from very young that's very organised and really gives kids the best chance at becoming successful and becoming great athletes. One of the parts of that I found interesting being a parent was the parenting style of Norwegians, and how it's very like no pressure for the kids, just allow them to enjoy the sport. And in the long run, it's obviously very beneficial. I like that. My son plays football. I try to have that similar mentality. And honestly, this is different parenting by Norwegian sports dads. So tell me, if you're a Norwegian sports dad or mum, how do you parent your kid doing sports? How were you parented? If you were younger doing sports as well. Interested to see this and just learn a little bit more. Let's watch.
I de årene der så jo så klart festing og henge med venner og være sammen med venner I helgene I stedet for å trene og reise på konkurranser. Det jo et valg man gjør, og da du følte at du offret en del der.
For Jon har det hele tiden vært viktig at det skulle være Petters eget valg å satse.
Yeah, that's the sort of the crux of what I've learned is the parents in Norway really give that responsibility to the child rather than forcing them to do something, which you see in a lot of other countries. You see people become a bit crazy about it. They just let them have their own independence, let them choose which sport they enjoy doing. And I think it's just a much better way to do it.
Nei, jeg tror det lønner seg å gå et steg bak. Tilrettelegg, kanskje løft litt, men ikke skruv. Hvis den ønsker å ha dem I idretten, det må være deres eget valg, og jeg tror du skal gå bak.
It's so important to try to relax and try to forget about why you're there and the tension. The same way you should do the activities that you used to do as a child, as a youth, that made you relax and laugh and have fun. If you repeat those activities, you will get some of the same effect.
Yeah, again, that's like one of the greatest minds of the world, Magnus Carlsen. Hearing his father, I watched a documentary about him and seen that his father obviously played an important role in his development. And yeah, I like it's just like such a good mentality to have, like, for sure. And it's not just about potentially developing a superstar, it's just having that respect for the kid and just letting them enjoy what they do, really.
Magnus looking very relaxed today.
We're going to have a really different kind of game today. We could have fireworks very early on. I'm pretty sure now Vishy is out of his preparation if he was in it in the first place. I don't know how to explain it exactly, but it's sort of this God-given gift of just knowing how to slowly build pressure.
It's really sad from Anand's perspective, and I think he knows that he may be minutes away from needing to resign.
Without doubt, the single most important victory in Magnus Carlsen's career so far.
Ja, da en på gang.
Der var pappa ganske klar og tydelig på hvilke prioriteringer som måtte gjøres I livet hvis du skulle skikkelig lykkes da. Han sa veldig klart og tydelig fra. Det var nesten sånn han sa fra på en måte som at det var det eneste valget, men avsluttet alltid med at det var ditt valg.
Det ikke alt som du enig I, og det tror jeg du gjerne kan formidle, men du må samtidig lette dem få lov til å ha sitt eget liv. Altså. Det å overstyre dem, det blir det I hvert fall ikke noe av. De lander etter noen erfaringer likevel, som noen er på rett side.
Yeah, and I guess that's like the important part of it is I think a lot of focus of parents is about trying to push them, pressure them to improve their skill level, but forgetting about the mental side of it and how you have to be strong in that and not feel too under pressure too easily to be like a really great sports person, to handle that pressure. Seems like Norwegian parents are able to get that balance just right.
Ned med skuldrene. Jeg føler at det går bedre eller går det dårligere på hver runde. Stor forskjell.
Tone og Gjert har sin siste kveld sammen før Gjert reiser til Rio.
Men du gleder deg vilt og hemningsløst, Gjert.
Jeg gruer meg noe skrekkelig. Du er en plass der de som passer på deg må være bevæpnet. Og bare det faktum at de er bevæpnet, blir jeg litt nervøs.
Når det gjelder guttene, så håper jo jeg at begge klarer å komme til finalen.
Jeg tror vi får minst en til finalen.
Minst en, ja.
Ja. Hvis ikke blir jeg skuffet. Liksom 12 timer på fly hver vei.
Du måler ikke i hvor mange timer guttene har trent. Det er hvor mange timer du sitter på fly.
Det er det som er offeret.
Pappa har alltid vært en viktig støttespiller og opp gjennom årene for meg. Han var en far, han var en mental trener, han var liksom en coach. Han gjorde ting perfekt uten at jeg tror han visste det selv. Den jobben han gjorde da, du kan ikke gjøre den mer riktig som far hvis sønnen din skal lykkes i idrett.
Yeah, that's cool to watch, very inspiring as well. Yeah, again, you can tell me if that was like a similar experience for you doing sports, or I guess it doesn't just apply to sports, it's for education and things like that as well. As like I live in Asia and the parenting style is very pressurized. It's very like just work, expecting the best and so on, expecting the highest, and it can like cause a lot of stress, burnout, too much pressure for kids to handle and so on. So yeah, I guess you've got to have that balance and be able to give advice when you need to and keep them motivated when they lose motivation, like the children and so on. But yeah, tell me what you think about that and how important do you think that is to the success or the growing success of Norwegian athletes and sports stars? Thanks.